One for all.
All for one.
People talk to people and people
understand.
Thank you. Now, this morning, we want to try to answer a question that was asked by one of us. Asking after our matrix. When I join, I bring in people. The system arranges 3 directly under me. And then the system also arranges 3 under them. Whether they are brought by me personally or they are brought by members of my group. If I brought 10, I can't have more than 3 directly under me. So the remaining 7, I donate them to my downlines. However, we have structured the reward system to recognize and reward activities just as they have happened, so that it is not a situation of monkey they walk, baboon they chop. As many as you can bring them in. Everybody will be rewarded according to their effort. We have been through this before, but we'll go through it again. I remember the last time we went through it, you yourself said then that you don't mind giving your people out to your downlines to help them vis-a-vis even the reward system. And we said that is at your own discretion. That the way the system is configured, the system is not interested really in who brought who. The system is interested in what you put in there. If I brought in somebody, but I use your EWC to say that you brought the person in, the system will take it that you brought the person in. Because that's what I told the system. If I want to be recognized for everybody that I bring in, just like you are bringing her in, even though you already have more than 10, 20, 30, as we are bringing her in, that was why we are asking you for your EWC on that day to bring her in. So the system will recognize that you are the one that brought her in. However, because you already have a lot of people under you, she cannot be directly under you. Okay? So how will you be rewarded? So that is all part of the 8 ways to earn from Ebony World. And I want to teach on that this morning. And I'm believing that by the end of this morning, we will have a better understanding of how we can maximize our benefit from the Ebony World system. How we can contribute and also be compensated for our contributions. Okay? Now, when I join, I am the beginning of my team. I am the beginning of my team, just like any of you. Then, when you bring in, say, one person, that one person is directly under you. When you bring in a second person, that second person is also directly under you. Let us call my first person A and call my second person B. And then, I have not brought in anybody again. But A now brings in somebody. And I'm going to call that person C. A brings in C. And then C brings in D. And brings in E. And brings in F. I think this is fairly straight. It's fairly straight in the sense that nobody here has brought in more than 3 yet. Some have brought in 2. Others have not even brought anybody at all, as we can see from this diagram. So, how will the system compensate here? It depends on the plan. The compensation depends on the plan. Explorer is unique in the sense that it is the only plan that we have that we call redemption plan. It's a redemption plan to help people on financial life support, to help people on the fringes, to help people who are going through desperate times, to help people who do not have any economic endeavor to help people who are not sure of where the next meal will come from, just to give people a chance. So the way that one has been structured is different from navigator, range, and phantom. The navigator, the range, and phantom is for people who are already economically engaged. They have things they're doing. They know where they're going. For the explorer, that's why we actually call it explorer. They have come in to explore. They are actually exploring. They don't know where they are left. In fact, they don't have a vision. They don't have a direction. We are even trying to just put them together so that they can become a little more focused. Okay? It's different from a navigator who already has a direction. This is where I'm taking my business. That's why I'm joining. So we are just helping you to navigate the terrain until we get there properly. Whereas the range, that one is for settled business already, and then phantom is for lifestyle. That one is not even for business, that's for lifestyle. You want to live the good life, you know. So now, let me look at the 8 ways, and then looking at the 8 ways, we'll now see which one affects all of them and which one is peculiar to explorer. Because all of them look alike. It's only explorer that looks a little different. And the difference in explorer is number 1, what we call sponsorship commission. Sponsorship commission. Let me call that SC. Sponsorship commission. This is an incentive for that person who is trying to become economically relevant to even take this up as a vocation. That means, let me bring a lot of people. I can just go out marketing it. Hey, you have heard about Ebony. Ebony does this. The more you do it, the more people are coming directly through you. You get what we call sponsorship commission, and that is 10% of the registration of the person coming in. 10%. 10% is sponsorship commission. So if I brought in 10, I brought in 100, it doesn't matter where I place them in my group. It doesn't matter where they are, whether they are here, or they are down at the bottom, they are deep. It doesn't matter. That she has come in now. As soon as she registers for Explorer, 10% of her registration goes to your wallet. Are we together? So anybody that you bring in Explorer, as long as you use your EWC to bring them in. If you do not use your EWC, 10% goes to the person whose EWC was used to register them. Okay? The system does not look beyond the record. It is that record that guides the system as to who we will reward. So if I bring in somebody and I now begin to use your EWC to register them, the system will now recognize you as the person who sponsors such a person entering. 10% comes directly to you. So that we call that one sponsorship commission. Sponsorship commission. Then number 2, this sponsorship commission is exclusive to Explorer. It doesn't apply to Navigator. It doesn't apply to Range. It doesn't apply to Phantom. Is that one clear? Any question on that one? I don't want to rush through it and then we don't understand. Any question on that?
No.
It's okay. Are you all right, Barry White?
I'm all right.
Great. So, as many people as you bring in and that will use your EWC to register them, 10% of their registration goes straight to your own wallet. Then the next thing is what we call the SSD. SSD, same status distributor. SSD. This now applies to all the plans. This applies to all the plans. What does that mean? It's saying that when I come in, for me to earn SSD, same status distributor, I must also bring people in. So, when I come in, I'm a member. So I bring the first person in, that also becomes a member, right? I earn something. There's something drops into my wallet. SSD, same status distributor. It's not same. It's not. We are through with sponsorship commission. We are looking at two.
SSD.
I'm coming. SSD is anybody in your group who attains your level. You are going to get paid on it. Now, I may be the one that brought this person in, and I may not be the one that brought this person in. As long as somebody comes into my group and he attains same status with me, I will collect SSD. So, if I brought in Barry White, yes, that's SSD for me as a member. I brought in Dami, I also get SSD as a member. But my upline brings in Mary and puts Mary directly under me. I will collect SSD. Because Mary is in my group and it's also same status with me. But the sponsorship commission will go to my own upline. Are we together? So once there are 3 people under me, my status will change automatically. That is why here, when you succeed, you fail. When you succeed, you fail. When you succeed, you fail. Success here is not final, it's not permanent. Failure too is not fatal. There's always success and failure, they work together here. Each time you fail, you strive to succeed. But immediately you succeed, you fail. How is that?
Once you become a sharer, you can't collect member SSD again.
Once you become a sharer, you have failed again. The failure now is that these 3 must become sharer for you to begin to earn again. So, as soon as 3 people come under this person, whether you brought them or they brought it themselves, it doesn't matter. As soon as the person becomes a sharer, you collect SSD on this person. Then, here, whether you brought the 3 people or they brought them or they brought you brought one, it doesn't matter. As long as once you become a sharer, you collect another SSD. This one too, whether you brought the people or they brought the people themselves, it doesn't matter. As soon as this one becomes a sharer, you collect another SSD. Now you now become what? A developer. So immediately you become a developer, you have failed again. Because the next challenge is to also groom these people to become developers. That is why the work does not end. And that is also why you need to teach your people to do what you're doing. Otherwise, you will be the one working for everybody until you drop dead. Otherwise, you cannot even be able to enjoy what we call leverage, which is what the machine or the system is trying to groom us for. To use leverage to attain wealth. Do we understand that? Okay? So, when this person A that I brought in can run and groom his people and always automatically become the same SSD with me on his own without my effort, I will earn from that. The second one can do that. So I've taught them well. So I now begin to teach the third person so that they can all rise with or without me. That is when I have fully duplicated myself in them. They can do everything I can do with or without me. Then my income now is on autopilot. As long as they are making progress, I'm making money. So the only time I will not make money is when they are not making progress. In which case I need to go back to them and help them. And they also begin to make progress again. Do we understand? That's how SSD works. That's the second income.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
This situation that you have put on the board.
Yes.
This number 1 person.
It's still
Not a sharer.
It's not a sharer. Yes, you're right.
You cannot end the SSD of this number 6.
No. It cannot. Listen, what has happened is that it will have earned SSD on A. It will have earned SSD on B as a member because it's a member. It's a member. This one is a member. This one is a member. Now, that's all he has earned.
And on C too, as a member.
He cannot earn on C.
So when before C became a sharer.
He cannot earn on C because C is not in his group direct. C is under A.
Okay, so
The SSD goes to A. It doesn't go to him. Because both of them are the same level. He cannot be paid twice for the same level. Can only be paid once and to be paid directly to one that is nearest to the person.
But the SC, you can get that continuously.
SC, you can get sponge commission and that one is unlimited. Yes, as long as you're going to bring in people. And another reason that we have isolated that to Explorer is that We see the Explorer as a feeder stage to feed all the other plans. If you get it right in Explorer, everybody will migrate to Navigator. So that is why Sponsorship Commission is here, just to encourage us to do a lot more here. I don't stop. Even though it's the same thing, I don't stop in other plans, but it is more accentuated here. Because everyone that comes in here, I get something direct. Are you together? Okay. Then the next income is what we call the qualifying award. Qualifying award. Number 3, QA, qualifying award. This one is paid immediately you take a step. When you qualify for the next level, something is paid. So if you look on our compensation plan, for instance, that's why we've itemized here SSD, and then we have support. That business support is actually your qualifying award. So when I bring in 3 people, my SSD is 500. Okay? And then my qualifying award is my certificate. But remember, you are paid 950, not 500. What about the difference, which is 450? That is 450 divided by 3, or 150, which is 10% of 15 for each of the people that have brought in. That is sponsorship commission, SC. That's what we add to the SSD. That takes it to 950. Yes. For here, therefore, SSD is 6,000. That means that it's 2,000 for each person of SSD. But as you can see, what is still paid is 6,000. So there's no sponsorship commission here. Do we understand? Good. So the qualifying award is paid when you advance to the next level, when at least 3 people or 3 of your legs have achieved same status with you. So you move to the next level. And then those qualifying awards are what are stated under business support. Those are the qualifying awards. They are under business support. Are we seeing that? Then the next payment. The next payment is loyalty bonus. Loyalty bonus. Now, this cuts across all the plans. Because if we don't have this loyalty bonus, there will be no incentive for someone, for instance, who started as navigator to continue to bring in people. Why should I continue to bring in people when I'm not paid sponsorship commission? Are we together? Loyalty bonus. But loyalty bonus works differently in the sense that it applies to all the plans. Okay? But it is only activated when you enter phase 2. There are 2 phases in our plans. Phase 1, phase 2. Phase 1 consists of sharer, developer, leader, and supervisor. 4 steps. Immediately you go beyond supervisor and you become an associate in any of the plans, you have gone into phase 2. Phase 2 is where you are not just enjoying grants, you are also now enjoying loans or capital support. Because it is not a loan in the sense of a loan, because we don't charge interest, we do not take collateral, we don't take guarantees, we don't take anything, yes, other than your word. That's what we just support your business. And if you don't pay back, we don't come after you. So we'll give you a loan and we'll leave you alone. That's where it begins to happen. That's where it begins to happen. Now, here, how do we compute loyalty bonus? You know, you are given a lump sum that includes both a grant and a capital support, which you have to return, right? In this phase 2, it is expected that you have something doing. So that's why, like we were discussing just now, I don't know who's going to join that cooperative that don't have something doing, because you are still going to come back to here You must have something doing before you can begin to collect money in phase 2. If you do not collect this money in phase 2, then we become suspicious of you, whether truly you are an entrepreneur in the first place. And if you don't take it, and then you are advancing, and probably you are just taking only the grants, there's still a problem, which I will explain now in the course of explaining this loyalty bonus. Because everybody must pay that loyalty bonus. It's a must. When we give you, maybe I can use any of them to explain, because it applies to all of them now. Okay? Whether I use Explorer, I use Navigator, or anyone, it applies to all of them. The same principle. When I become an associate in Navigator, I am entitled to 150,000 lump sum. But that lump sum is broken into two. 50,000 is a grant. 100,000 is a support. It's also support your business. You are going to return it to us. And we ask you to use it for 3 months. Okay? 3 months. At the end of 3 months, you must return the capital support to the organization. But we also work with you and give you a target to motivate you to do better in your business, so to speak. To strategize better, that your business will become profitable. Okay? And what is that target? We say that in 3 months, this 150,000 box sum, minimum, you must double it in your business. That is, it must become 300,000. Minimum. If it becomes 1 million, all the better for you. But we are only concerned with that 300,000. Okay? Now, assuming that I used it and it became 500,000, 600,000, awesome. We are not going to do any calculation beyond 300,000. So how do we do our calculation? We say, okay, this 150, you have doubled it minimum to 300K. That is, the 50,000 became 100 and the 100 became 200. Which is to say, on this 100 you earned 100, which is 100%. On this 50 you also earned another 50. Isn't it? Are you together? So we are doing a small calculation here now. This is where our loyalty bonus comes in. You are required, 1, the 100,000 you made on the capital support to make 3 deductions, 10% each. That 100,000 that you made on this 100 is the profit. From that profit, pay yourself 10% to appreciate yourself under the principle of a part of all you earn is yours to keep. It's your own to keep for yourself. 10% keep. When we say 10%, if you have earned more than that, for crying out loud, set aside more than that for yourself. It's for you, it's not for me, it's not for any other person. The least is 10%. If you can do more than 10, why not? You know, if you have earned 1 million, 10% is 100. The remaining 900, are you going to squander it? No. So you can actually take more than 10 for yourself. Okay? Then, 2. Take 10% of this same profit that you made here, which is 10,000, and go and pay as your tithe to your church, to your mosque, or use it as gift to the less privileged. Are you together? Learn to give. Just learn to give. It's your own way of showing gratitude to other people, you know, who have, you know, you understand what I'm saying? To God, using other people as your contact to God. Because it's God that gives us power to make wealth. Then finally, another 10,000, which is 10%, you will bring to the community to say, thank you. Appreciation, we call it appreciation. To appreciate the community. Are you together? So you still have 70,000 left of the profit of this. It's your business. Do you understand that? Do we understand that?
Yes.
Are we clear on that? Now, the 50,000 you made on this 50. Remember, this 50 is a grant. So it's in your business. You're not bringing it out. But you made a profit of 50,000 on it. That profit, you must pay 30% to the person who sponsored you into this organization. And 30% of 50, in this case, is 15,000. So you must direct 15,000 to the account of the person who brought you in to say, Thank you for bringing me in to an opportunity like this. Any question? Do we understand loyalty bonus now? So the more people I bring in, that I sponsor in, the more loyalty bonus I get. If I bring in 100 people, it doesn't matter where they are in the system. As long as my EWC was used to bring them in, loyalty bonus will come to my account. So if I brought in only 3, to be 15 times 3. If I brought 10, to be 15 times 10. If I brought 100, to be 15 times 100. That's just the way it works. Even though I have used them to support my people so that they can rise. As they are rising, they are getting SSD. Everybody gets something. Everybody gets something. They are not only getting SSD, even if they are not brought anybody in, they will still get capital support as long as they take a step, whether by design or by default. They are entitled to it. But those who are actively promoting the opportunity, loyalty bonus. And then it is just the beginning. Sponsorship commission is paid only once, it's not paid twice. But loyalty bonus is paid forever. Every time they take a step and they collect a grant from Ebony and use it in their business, and it is assumed that they've multiplied it by 100% minimum, 30% of that profit must come to you as the sponsor. You don't have to be the upline. Are we together? Any questions? This is loyalty bonus. This is where the real money is. Loyalty bonus. Yes.
When you talked about this moving to the next phase,
Yes.
if you have people in the system who, by virtue of the work of those above them, have been moved to supervisor, even without sponsoring one person, such a person, if he reaches associate, will he be entitled to collect this business support and the SSD?
That would take us to what we call the cash out button. Cash out button. We are redesigning and reconfiguring the machine to ensure that for any of the plans, if your EWC has not been used 3 times minimum to sponsor somebody into the place, that button will not be activated. So you can't even cash out. It's not even a question of collecting anything. You can't even collect anything. Even if you get here, you can't cash anything.
The money
It will be reflecting in your wallet, but you can't cash out.
So monkey will not be working for
About the job, no.
That is ideal. And the motivation, once you are seeing money in your wallet, you need
Hopefully to motivate you. But if you are not still motivated, there's nothing anybody can do. You can't cash it. But nobody else can cash it. It just stays in your wallet. So as soon as you bring in your first 3 people, maybe you now brought in 1, you use it second time, the third one will open that button for you. So you now press cash out, you now say that it's working. Now, I think that I've already gotten to the position of consultant before I got my 3rd person. I'm pressing my cash out button for the first time. You are going to cash out 6, all of this at once. Yes, at once. And then you now have to cash this one out step by step. You won't come here and collect 150 plus 400. It won't happen. You will still have to take the 150 first. Go and use it first. And come back. Meanwhile, as you are taking 150, maybe your system is already advancing. You have gotten to this point already. You still must follow those steps one by one. It will follow it. There's nothing you can do about that. You must follow the process.
Okay, so the cash out button will work and you'll be able to cash out 6K, 10K, 35K.
At once, about 135, 140.
And so the machine knows that you are a consultant, but you have not done anything all the while, and because of that, you didn't have access to your funds.
Yes.
And then you don't get those funds.
Yes.
But as associates, even though your account is reading 150K
Yes.
and 400K, how does it stop you from cashing that?
You will cash out. When you are cashing out, there is what we call qualifying award. There's another button, another window for qualifying award. When you press the cash out button, there are 2 windows. One is your regular grants. and the other one is the qualifying award. Each of them you must make a request. Nobody will pay unless there's a request. So when you request, admin will review to authorize before it can be sent for payment. It's not as if when you press, the bank will pay. Ma?
That means human control.
There's human control all the way. It's not as if when you press, the bank will just pay you. It's not linked to, we don't have any relationship with the bank. It is still admin that must authorize bank to pay you. It doesn't matter at what level, whether it's just even this one or this 950. Admin will still have to authorize and say transfer from bank account. So that is why there's a reason for that. The reason simply being we are separating this system from the banking system to ensure that people do not hack into the system and then deplete out your bank account. Even if they go into your wallet, they hack into your wallet, they cannot take the money out of the bank. Because the money can only go to the account that you have designated. If anybody presses cash out, and admin is going to treat, admin will ensure that the account to which the money is going is the one that you have written. And the account cannot be changed by you. Once you have put it there, you can't change it, by the way. You can't. To change it, you must write admin. There's a process you must go through. At that point, admin will now be asking for a lot of more information from you, just to be sure that it's coming from you. So the system is fraud proof. Nobody can say I hacked the system and we stole their money. You can't. If the money is stolen from the bank is still owing us our money. If I hack into your account, I can only say pay to Dami account. That's what I can say. I can't say pay to Andy's account. So anybody, if you like, let them hack into your account. They can only just transfer to your account. That's all good that's going to happen. Nobody can. Yeah, that money cannot move. It cannot move anywhere. Because the only other thing we want to do now is that we want to be able to move it from wallet to wallet. Now, from wallet to wallet, therefore, it's still in the system, so we can trace. Even if they hack your account, we can trace where it went. We know what wallet it went to. Okay, so we have talked about 4 of them now. We have talked about 4. You want to talk about number 5? Number 5. Number 5 is the sales commission. Sales commission, which will come up. It's not yet available. Which will come up once Ebony, as an organization, begin to sell products. Remember, it's optional. It's not compulsory. You don't have to buy or sell any product from Ebony, just the way you are buying now. It's if you like. If you don't like it, you leave it. It doesn't affect the major plan. This is just another earning avenue for members who are interested.
Okay, is it going to come up when the second phase of this machine is running?
No. When the second phase is running, that second phase is for all of us to use in our various businesses. But Ebony will not always be productless. We will get to a point, we can decide we are going to a project, maybe like solar. We're not saying our members can sell solar panels, they can sell solar batteries, inverters, and we have them in huge quantity. We can import and say it is Ebony. So at that time, there will be sales commission. The beauty of that sales commission is that it will be earned to the 10th generation, just like, yes, Ebony Mart. Yes. So when people you have brought in, and what we are doing there is, all you also just need to do, because they are going to be big items, you don't even need to service your account to earn. As long as people in your group are buying and they are using, something is dropping into your wallet. It's assumed that you are the one who brought people to come and buy. You don't need to service your account to enjoy it. Then, that's number 5. Number 6 is business referral. Business referral. Many of us are already earning from that. Where you are being referred. Go here, go here. You know, some of you have gone into fish. Some of you have earned already. Some of you have gone to do last ride. You are agent. So, business referral. And that we cannot even quantify. That one depends totally on you. You can earn multi-millions there. Depends on what business you are into. And then we also have employment referral. You begin to earn from employment once we are able to secure your employment. Nobody's asking you to bring anything back to us. It's just a reference. Give you the correct reference and you get the job. So we are interested in your personal welfare. So we cannot, that one is unlimited potential. How much you are able to earn totally depends on you. Whatever you make of it, that is it. If you bungle it, your kettle of fish. If you make prosper there, it's also yours. So that's another income opportunity. Business referral. Biz references. Then number 7, investment opportunities. Investment. So when we begin to sell those products, we also now have an investment opportunity for you that you can actually also invest in that line that we are into. Instead of us going to source capital from bank, we source from our members. Instead of paying interest to banks, we actually share profit with our members. Any question? Then, finally, scholarships. You may be asking, how is scholarship and income? Scholarship is saving you cost. The money you will have spent educating your children will take care of that. So you have money available for you to do other things. Okay? So that scholarship opportunity is there. And then, so those are the 8 ways we can earn from Ebony scholarships. You just access the Ebony Scholar.
Okay, but the Ebony Scholar seems to be another plan.
Yes, it is. It is just like I said sales before. We are asking how many ways can we earn from Ebony. It's within our portfolio, but it doesn't mean that you can. If you can, you want to access all of them, you can access all of them. It's there for you. It's there for you. You only need this to activate it. It's there for you. Just like we are saying that not everybody has to do sales or what have you, but it's there. It's also scholarship. You don't have, if you want to take it, yes, it's also there for you.
But that person will have to buy the scholar plan.
No money. When I also say sales commission, you also have to buy and sell from us now. And so it's the same thing. It's all of them they are running independent of one another, but they are all under our umbrella. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Can you expatiate more on this business referrals?
Business referrals. I just sent my brother to you to come and buy a recharge card from you. Did he share income with me? That's an example. That's a business referral. My brother calls me from Benin. I want to buy a recharge card. You are not even here. I said, okay, Mary, I have somebody who wants to buy a recharge card from Benin. You don't even know the person. Your brother. There's the phone number. Call him. And then they finish. If they didn't get back to me and say, this is your share. Did I ask anything from you? Next time he's going to buy that, he won't even tell me. He will just call you directly. Are you going to tell me that he came again? Is that not a business referral? So how much you make of that is totally dependent on you. It can become your downline in technology, what do you call it? Telecom business.
Okay, you can refer people to my telecom.
I'm not referring, I've already referred him. What you make of himself to you. You cultivate him now. You cultivate him, that's your business. It's not left for you. Whatever you like, you make of him. That's why I say business referral. Is it like this lady referred Afolabi to his mother for rent collection, and they left her out of the loop. All the money they collected, they never give to her anything. Whatever they made of that relationship is their business. So these are business. You know how much they made from it? You know, I'm not talking of. It's not 10,000 naira. It's not 50,000.
The agency commission.
And they can earn it endlessly. If they earn it, so it's not left for you to make of it whatever you want. When you say business referral, if you are selling snail, would refer somebody, oh, you want to buy snail, go here. And you have done them well. They don't need to come back to me again. They just come back to you next time they are buying directly. And you can expand your reach. Yeah, your scope. So business referral, the money there is unlimited. We can't limit it. Only you can limit it by yourself. It's unlimited income. Any other question?
Sir, I don't really understand that scholarship.
Scholarship, okay.
So is that another step to take again?
No. It's another plan. It's another plan. We call it the Ebony Scholar. I explained it to you last time.
Okay.
Yes, yes, Ebony Scholar, I took you there when I was saying that this is how much we pay for those who are in school, pay directly to the school. Now, if we begin to pay, if you were the one paying your school fees, we've taken care of that for you. So that's income for you. Yes. Or if your parents or someone paying, we've saved them some cost. You have now saved them some cost. It's an income to your family. Do you understand? Yes. Yes. Any other question? Any other question? 8 ways to earn from Ebony World. For now, this world, you can see that is complete. It's complete. You know, we've looked at every sponsorship commission. There's no limit. You don't understand? There's no limit. You can sponsor 1,000, can sponsor 100. There's no limit. It's unlimited. This is unlimited. So I can't tell you how much you can earn from there. It's unlimited. SSD is limited. Limited to the plan. Yes.
When, like, you know, from your explanation now, let's say the Mr. Zero that brought in A and B, and then C became a sharer. Because he was not a sharer yet, he could not take the SSD. But the moment he gets...
He pays arrears. Okay. We've configured that. We've considered that. It doesn't matter. Let them run ahead. Anytime you get there, the system will pay you the arrears. Nothing is forfeited. Okay. It doesn't matter whether your downline goes ahead of you. It's not relevant. Anytime you get there, your own reward will also come to you. It's automatic. That's the way it works.
The person is a supervisor. By the time you become a
sharer, it doesn't matter. He has just taken care of one leg for you. You don't need to worry about him anymore. But those are the...
It keeps accumulating.
Oh yes. Whenever you get there, bam. Okay. And those are the kind of things. That's also I was also explaining to Dami the last time she came. That's the kind of people I actually want in my group. That somebody runs ahead of me, or the better. I never have to worry about that one again. I just concentrate on 2 legs, and I look for another person that looks like that one too, who are better than me. In fact, you surround yourself with people that are better than you, not people that you are better than. Your work just becomes, in fact, you just be sleeping and you be making money. Look for people surround yourself with people that are better than you. That's when you achieve leverage. You just be making money effortlessly, which is what Baba is actually doing. Which is what Baba is doing. No, he doesn't know yet, but don't worry, you begin to feel the power soon. No, you don't know yet, but you soon know. You soon know. When the money don't begin to drop, you're just looking at it and say money is dropping. Then you know that all your effort, all this work has not been in vain. You have a question? Yes, ma'am.
So what if someone decides to start with an explorer?
Yes.
Maybe in case of so that to gather people or whatever. Till maybe that leader stage.
Yes.
Okay. So and the person decides to divert to navigator.
Yes.
So
I love your dimples. I even thought you have dimples. Now wow. She has dimples. Go on.
So how does it affect the explorer? Hope it won't.
No, it doesn't affect it. It doesn't affect it. Now let me explain. When you join Explorer and you begin to rise, like you said, by the time you get to a position of leader, you already have people under you are developers. Maybe this time you already have confidence now. Your people also have confidence. So you can easily join. You can now buy the navigator plan. So navigator plan starts afresh. You are just a member here now. You are a member. Even though you are a leader here, you are a member here. So you now begin to also encourage your people that they can also now begin to join navigator. They might also wait until they become leader. Then they will join you. Okay? So that's why we say that this is a feeder. So you use it now to pull them in until all of you become confident. And there will not be some, because of the confidence that you people have seen, they will not even bother with this anymore. They just join here directly, straight. Are you together? Because if you don't do that, one of your people can decide you are still a leader, you are still thinking. And this guy is developer, and he has seen that you are, and he now has confidence. He can go straight to navigator without you. Then you have lost that person. Because somebody else will not be the sponsor, somebody else will not be the upline. And yes, you are not there waiting for them. Somebody else will not be their upline.
Okay, sorry, sir. So what if I decide to go for navigator and others still don't want to go to navigator yet? Maybe they
Good.
still want to.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. So no problem. You just go and wait there.
Okay.
It's just like, where's my card? Me, I'm in all the plans, but I don't have people under me on all of them. The reason simply being, I go and position and you'll be waiting until they are ready. They will meet you, Abu Abba. You know what they call Yoruba call Abu Abba? They will meet you there. Why? Whether they like it or not, they must come there. Now, when they become leaders, they still refuse to come. No problem. When they become supervisor, they refuse to come. No problem. They are going to become associate. When they become associate, they refuse to come. No problem. But once they become consultant, this 15K, we are going to take 10K from it and bring them here compulsory. If they don't come on their own, this time we take them there. So usually it's better that you go there voluntarily. In the sense that when you are there, when you are marketing, you now have a explorer and navigator for your market. Yes. Because there will be people that want to join navigator because you are not there. There's somebody right now who is in explorer, and then he has somebody who wants to join navigator. He has refused to register that one and has prevented that one from coming in because he's not in navigator. Who is losing?
He's the one losing out.
He's the one losing out because he's not making any progress. He may be very, very unlucky that I will jam that person tomorrow, or you will jam that person tomorrow, and then you now say navigator. I just wanted to join that navigator. I beg, take me in, and you've lost him permanent. How can I have somebody who wants to join navigator? I will say don't join because that person already has high ambition. He has high. So I'm looking for such people.
I want to ask a question.
Yes, ma'am.
If somebody, like you just said now, I have somebody under me,
Yes.
and the person has gotten to associate
Yes.
before me.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, consultant before me.
Yes.
And you have to take that person to navigator.
Yes.
As the plan said.
Yes.
What would happen to someone like me who is their upline?
We first of all advise you that somebody you sponsored in Explorer is moving to Navigator. Do you want to be the sponsor so you can go there now, register so that person can come directly under you? You still say, I don't have money, I'm not interested. What does that? No problem. But we're not going to have that person waiting for you. We take that person in and somebody else will become the sponsor and the upline.
That should just be anybody in navigator. That will be at the discretion of the company.
Yes, of the admin. I don't now look at them and say, okay, assign this person to this place. Because there must be somebody sponsoring them into any plan.
You just get the right of first refusal.
Yes, you get the right of first refusal. And if you're on top of your team anyway, how wouldn't you know? That's why it's supposed to be a relationship thing. How wouldn't you know that somebody under you wants to go to? Because if they want to go to, you are the one that are coming to first of all before they even come to us and say, I want to do navigator. Can you give me your AWC? They will tell you unless you have brought them in and you have abandoned them, you have fought them. How can you be fighting your own people?
No, I'm even saying
No, I'm saying no.
is moving them. They are moving.
No.
And you know
You should know where your people are. You should know. You should know that you have one leg who is associate. If you are looking at your group, you will know it's there. If you are looking at your genealogy, you can see their levels. When the person becomes consultant, you will know. And you know that at consultant level, something will happen. You don't even need the person to tell you. When the person is associate, you know that very soon you become just go and wait for him in a navigator.
And by that time, anyway, as an explorer,
Yes.
you have already earned so much.
No, what you are saying, listen to what you are saying. What you said was that the person has become consultant. Maybe you are still leader. You have not earned even as much as him. But it's in your group. You are seeing him. It doesn't matter how big he is. It's still in your group. So you are seeing him. So as soon as you see that this person, also is running, and because how will you not even know? When he gets here, even though you are here, he must pay you loyalty bonus. So immediately he pays you loyalty bonus. You know, this guy is getting to the other level. I better take that money, add something to it, and go and and go and do that.
Must go now.
And go and do navigator. So there's no way you say you didn't know.
Must go.
You can't say you didn't know. If you now sleep on your right, nobody, I mean, that's what you want. Nobody, you can't blame anybody because it's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again when they get here. They will migrate to range. So if you don't learn how it works, you are going to lose all the way down. So you must be on top of your game. You must be on top of your group. You must be, let me tell you what. Do you know why I'm doing what I did last time on Wednesday? I'm showing you an example. Your leaders, you must draw them close to yourself. You must have a tete-a-tete with them. You must have online, offline relationship with them. You must have official and unofficial relationship with them. You must have contact, both official and social, with them. These are your frontline managers. Those three. Identify them. Don't let them out of your sight.
But if you have three that are not serious.
No, it's the three that are still at your front line. I'm not saying your first three people are your front line. You didn't hear me. You are not among my first. Why did I call you? John is not among my first. Why did I call him? You must recognize those who are now your real active people in your legs and take them, draw them close to you. It's not the person directly under you that may be your front line. You may not be the one that brought in the person who is now your front line. You are looking for the performance in each of those legs. Yes. There can be more than three. If, for instance, I have you in his leg who was very active, and then somebody else now comes up and is rivaling you, I will also pull him up. I won't say because you are there, I won't talk to him. I'll bring him. If eventually I see that he has become more powerful than you, before you know it, I'm fashioning you and working with him more. That's the truth. You must know where your bread is buttered. You must know those who are working to further your interest. We are not here to play. It's a game and you need to play it well so that you can maximize the benefit. But the truth is, if my relationship with you has been very, very cordial, it's not likely that I will drop you from that my inner circle. I cannot just add people to it. Because the fact that somebody came to, because there's also what you call trust and loyalty. The fact that somebody is good doesn't mean that it's loyal to me. Are you with me now? There are reasons why I have drawn myself to you, or there are reasons why I have drawn this person to myself. He has not disappointed me, so why should I push him away because somebody else came? He will just grow my circle, that's all. Instead of having 3 people that I'm interacting with, I'm now having about 4 or 5, which also is very good for me. It now leads to competition amongst them. And that's also why you need to bring them together. Your 3 best performers in each of the levels, you must draw them and then let them know the levels they are in. They begin to compete between themselves as you are discussing with them, so you're having meetings with them. It all makes you a better manager of people. Remember, when we get into entrepreneurship, we ask what are the responsibilities of an entrepreneur. His duty or responsibility are only twofold: to manage men and to manage money. Human capital and financial capital. Those are the only 2 assignments he has. Every other thing falls into these 2. Human capital, growing human capital, and growing financial capital. Those are the only 2 something. So the first thing is to take your people who are your frontliners, the people that are these are like your board of directors. You bring them up, have a tete-a-tete with them, bond with them. So that when they are even doing things, they will tell you. When they even move, all of you, at that meeting, you celebrate it. You announce it. A person has taken the step, blah, blah, we are all happy together. That person may be ahead of you, but he's still in your group. Can be ahead of you, yes. Cultivate everybody. In fact, just tell all of them that all of them must be ahead of you. And let me tell you, and this is even the trick. Let us say, see what's going to happen here. Let us say, I have 3 people under me. Are we looking at this? This is tricky now. A, I am leader. A is associate. B is associate. I am just a leader. As soon as this one becomes a leader, I will become a supervisor. As soon as this one becomes supervisor, I will become associate with all of them. And at the same time, I will not become a consultant. because I have 3 associates directly under me. So you can see that my rate of will not be accelerated because 2 legs are already well taken care of. So each time this one moves, I move. Each time this one moves, I move. Each time this one moves, I move until I'm on top of all of them again. It's awesome. Yes, any other question? If there are no other questions, I think we have treated exhaustively 8 ways to earn from Ebony World. Thank you.